Okay, today I'm gonna read the articles which I show you guys on my screen now. Okay, let's get started. What is a proxy? What is a proxy server? If you are similar with cybersecurity, you have probably heard about proxy server, but what are they exactly? And why do people use them? In short, proxy servers are used everywhere to streamline web traffic and protect sensitive data. Below, we will explore how proxy servers work, the different types of proxy server, the difference between proxy server and VPNs, and more. How proxy server works. First, remember that every computer on their internet needs a unique IP address. Your IP address is how web servers know where to send data that your requires, like the web page for this article. Like your actual address, your IP address can give away information about where you are in the world. That's how streaming services know where to limit your blog's content. When you use proxy server which has its own IP address or your web traffic is routed through it, the proxy server then communicates with other web servers using its ID address instead of the one assigned to your computer or server, with one notable exception mentioned below. Depending on the setup, this single proxy server's ID can be primarily used either as a common exit point for you and your network to access the internet, or use a common enter point for people outside of your network to access multiple internet servers. What is a forward proxy server? Forward proxy servers are used to manage how a person or group or people communicate with access external web servers. Company website filters provides a great example of forward proxy servers in action. Instead of monitoring and regulating instead of monitoring and regulating every employee's computer, company IT administrators can set up a forward proxy server to manage traffic between computers on their network and external web server. When you try to access a blog site of your company's network, the web page request from your computer must first go through the forward proxy server. The server detects the web page request before actually sending it to external web server. Instead of completing the request, your company's forward proxy server will send back a message explaining that you are not permitted to access the requested page. Think of forward proxy servers as a tool to manage how a person or small group of people, your company or family, interact with the large group, the internet. Forward proxy servers come in different flavors and configuration depending on your needs. Type of forward proxy server. Now that you understand what forward proxy servers are used for, let's take a look at some of the most common. Below, we will explore transparent proxies, anonymous proxies, and high anonymity proxies. Transparent proxies. This is the simplest type of proxies server when you send a request through a transparent proxy server. The server passed around your information. If you were making the request directly, in other words, transparent proxy server doesn't modify any of your information or offer any more privacy than something without a proxy server. So why do people use them? Because our network traffic still needs to go through the transparent proxy server. Companies, schools, and libraries use them to monitor web traffic to and from their network to apply content filters. They can also block malicious codes and cache content to help improve performance. Anonymous proxies offer more privacy than transparent proxies because they don't pass along your ID, address, or personal data. Instead, the proxy server will use its own IP address for web requests while identifying itself as a proxy. Anonymous proxy servers are ideal for people who want to avoid targeted ads and generate general web tracking. High anonymity proxies. High anonymity proxy servers are the most private because they don't share your personal data or identify themselves as proxies. Many can regularly change their IP address with each new request, making it difficult for websites to track activity from a single client. What is a reverse proxy server? What is a reverse proxy server? Reverse proxy servers are used to manage how people on the internet access servers in your network. Companies use reverse proxy servers all the time to manage their website traffic. And companies' website data can be housed on multiple servers to accommodate large volume of traffic. With a server's proxy server is placed, all website requests are directed to the single proxy server, which can then fetch the requested data and send it back to the computer. In this setup, the reverse proxy servers acts as a traffic cut-off, ensure that no website server is overloaded with requests. It also serves as a security buffer that prevents people from directly communication with company servers. Think of reverse proxy servers as a tool to manage how a large group the internet interacts with a small group your servers. Proxy servers with VPNs on the surface, proxy server and Visual Private Network (VPN) seem similar because both hide your IP address and direct web requests through a specific server, but the two aren't the same, and the key difference is the level of encryption. While your anonymous proxy server can protect your privacy while you are using your web browsers, it won't always protect your data from other programs on your system, like Meow and video conference app. VPNs, on the other hand, provide full encrypted connection between your computer and the VPN servers, no matter where you are in the world. In other words, VPNs allow secure connections over otherwise ensures network like public Wi-Fi. While companies use proxy servers to monitor traffic for computers connected to their network, Many prefer or sometimes require employees to connect to the internet using VPN when using their laptop outside the office. That way, all sensitive company information is granted to be encrypted and secured for the computers to the trusted VPN server. Learn more about internet security. Cybersecurity specialists use Proxy server and many other tools to monitor network activity and detect potential breaches. Our life security course goes outside into data protections, security that you can and choose use the secure on your network. Okay.